Martian.
And welcome back to Going In Raw Overrun. Bonus
Overrun.
episode. What are you? Oh, that's your fantasy league.
That's one of many.
I thought it said Dova football. I thought you were looking up like actual Cordova High School football team. That'd be a little bit weird. Anyways, so as you can see on the thumbnail of this particular bonus episode, 2K20 allegedly is going to be released less than a month from now. October 22nd.
We know next to nothing about it.
We know a whole lot of nothing. We do know some stuff. I'm on their website right now. This is what we know about WWE 2K20. That's funny. I was just there. Let's see here.
Showcase story of women's evolution. So it's 4 horsewomen showcase mode, essentially.
15 playable instant classic matches spanning the 4 horsewomen's meteoric rise over the last 5 years.
That's cool.
I really wish that 2K didn't want to bother getting Ronda, because apparently it's going to finish up with
Mania, right?
Last year's Mania main event. I was really hoping that like they couldn't get Ronda Rousey's likeness.
This would be like the Enforcer in a couple years back.
Yes, or they did some other story where in order for it to be an exclusively 4 horsewomen scenario, you have Bayley and Sasha merge in a Rawgate scenario, or it's Sasha Bailey's, Bailey Banks. Banks, that's a good name. They merge as one person, and it's a 3-way. But no. So here are the matches for the Women's Evolution Showcase mode. Takeover Charlotte Flair with Ric Flair versus Natalya and Brett.
Yeah.
Takeover Rival.
The 4-way between all 4 of them.
Correct. Takeover Brooklyn.
Oh, that match is fantastic.
A great match. Night of Champions 2015. Charlotte Flair with Paige and Becky Lynch. That's Team Sorority Sisters.
Yeah.
Now Submission Sorority?
Yes.
That's what it was.
Well, yeah. Taking on
Team Pornography Name versus Nikki Bella. And then her team. WrestleMania 32, Charlotte versus Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks.
Yeah, that was good.
Raw, which is Sasha Banks versus Charlotte with Dana Brooke.
I don't remember
that. Backlash, Becky versus Alexa Bliss versus Carmella versus Naomi versus Natalya versus Nikki Bella. Hell in a Cell, Charlotte versus Sasha. That's good. Elimination Chamber, Becky Lynch versus Mickie James. Raw, Bayley versus Charlotte Flair. Sasha versus Nia Jax. Mania 33, Becky versus Charlotte versus Nia versus...
Bayley versus Charlotte versus
Bayley
Sasha.
versus Charlotte versus Nia versus Sasha. WrestleMania 34, Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. Evolution, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. That's a good match.
Mm-hmm.
And then WrestleMania 35, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair versus Rawgate Mutant.
Cool.
So there's showcase mode. We know that.
They do know about that.
Then there's this Roman Reigns Towers mode.
Yeah, we knew the Towers.
Which apparently has more of a story to it.
Oh, more so than... Why did it take you to the same page? Oh, there it is.
Check out the complete list of matches. So, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins versus Team Hell No. Orton, Daniel Bryan.
Wow, Drew McIntyre is at the top of the pyramid, I guess, or unless it's going in the opposite order.
Well, yeah, but Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins versus Team Hell No. That's like hella days ago. I mean, maybe they had higher hopes for Drew McIntyre. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
What does he say? Let's see what Roman says in his... So you're like...
As much as I dislike him, I'm thankful for him too.
Oh, here we go. Roman Reigns, 2K Tower.
Spear, Superman Punch. That's it.
That's it.
But it's supposed to be more story-based, but we don't really know how the story goes.
So if you lose any of these, you go back to the beginning.
Back to the beginning.
All right. And then is there any... And then they have the originals.
Yeah, but that's just that's all DLC stuff.
It's like DLC stuff. I just believe that the 2K20 is going to be not even like I think it's just going to be...
Here, I scroll up a little bit. It says new game modes and streamlined controls.
Controls will be streamlined to allow new players to jump into the game more easily, while experienced players will still enjoy a challenge.
Doesn't really mean much.
The hell does that mean?
Doesn't really mean anything.
What does that mean? 2K20 players will be able to compete as both male and female. So
that's cool.
They're doing a My Career with both male and female superstars. That's cool. I wonder if that's what... Because I think Allison Kay was in town. Was like... I think she might... Maybe she was doing moves. Who knows?
Maybe.
So, yeah. I don't know. It feels like sort of not a new game.
No, it just feels like similar game, just adding a fresh coat of paint.
Right.
And the only new thing maybe is the original stuff, but it depends on how that's all implemented.
I guess so.
Like, are these going to be playable worlds, these original venues outside of Originals mode?
Well, let's read and find out. Each with its own unique theme and content, featuring a new showcase episode featuring new arena, superstar, story tower. There's not a lot of info, though. I mean, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, no.
2K Originals Bump in the Night is the first Originals DLC pack and is included at no extra charge when pre-ordering. All subsequent Originals will be available for purchase later date and come with a deluxe and collector's edition.
So if you pre-order it, you don't get access early this year, or do you?
No, that is not. I mean, so far, no. That is not
They
listed.
have the little grid they used to have.
Which is crazy for me. The grid, what are you talking about?
Well, sometimes they'd have the grid of what you get with various versions of the game. If you click on the next one over, see, scroll up a little bit. There's 3 pictures. Pre-order bonus.
So here's the SmackDown Anniversary Edition, and none of it says anything about.
Getting to play early, huh?
Yeah. What's the accelerator? What is that again?
I think that's like for my career.
Okay.
It helps you level up faster.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's still fun. I'll still get a kick out of it. So, anyways, China's on the cover. What do you think about this China entrance? I think they probably did as good as they could have, given that she's dead.
Yeah. What were the complaints?
Oh, that she. I mean, it definitely looks stripped down. Like people like to complain for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's not uncommon for character models where they don't actually have scans of the characters.
I think the thing is also though, I feel like I've seen like characters who are either dead or they obviously didn't get, like Dusty Rhodes. They didn't scan him. I think the Dusty Rhodes in the game looked great. Certain of these characters really do look good. She does not look great. So I get that. I mean, I don't think she looks bad necessarily, but then I think it's really striking, like in the thumbnail.
Yeah, that
when it's really bright on her.
Yeah,
like there's some definition there. I got like a flash, like a total, like a washout flash.
The text, the skin texture is not the best.
I mean, that looks goofy.
Yeah,
that looks kind of goofy. It really doesn't look. I mean, it looks kind of like her.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know, man. What do you guys think? I'm gonna go to the social media lounge. I'm gonna go to chat. See what people are saying about it here. Zach Stolba says, the day I buy another wrestling game is the day they add a legit draft mechanic in universe at the very least. I doubt that's not too much to ask for. Yeah? Mr. Ollie B asks if I finished Red Dead 2 yet. No. If I did, you would know it because I would be talking about it and I would have it on the Friendoville channel. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Ricky Scurvy wants them to do a damn roster reveal. It's funny because...
usually they do that.
Last year, do they still have? Let's see if this is, because I'm on their YouTube channel right now. Let's see where things landed last year. Assuming they didn't just create a new whole channel here. What is this? 5 months ago? Okay, 7 months ago.
There's some AJ stuff in there, so.
All right, 1 year ago. 2K18. Okay, so we need to get to 2K19. Okay, here we go.
Kevin Nash doing there.
Kevin Nash, 2K18 interview with Kevin Nash. Okay, so last year they did a 2K19 press conference with AJ Styles.
Yeah, I remember that. Maybe they're saving their roster reveal till the draft.
So that was streamed live June 18th. That's actually not a bad point. Maybe they're saving that for you. That could be. Let's see here. There's the press conference. Where is the roster reveal? Last year dropped on September the 6th.
So we're behind that.
That was my birthday.
A couple weeks.
But it also didn't it drop?
It dropped about 2 weeks earlier, I think.
It dropped
like the 6th or something, I think, in October.
It dropped early October.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, actually, I should say the launch.
I'm pretty sure it was early October. Like, I want to say the 6th.
Showcase, roster reveal, my career. I want to say it was like the 12th or something. Is there a... Do they still do launch trailers?
Sometimes, but it usually doesn't come out on launch day.
Accolades trailer. Let's see here. Look up the release.
I'm
Yeah,
good
there
right
you
now.
go.
October
October 9th. Okay. So by that logic, I mean they released the roster reveal
there's still a couple-
shortly before the month mark. We are after the month mark.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be any time.
Yeah.
It really should be any time. But they did a lot more. Let's see here.
Yeah, it seems like it feels like we don't know much because I feel like last year they did a lot more promotion. I mean, they have these commercials now with all the legend in it, and that's cool and all, but
Like, dude, look at the lead up. Look at the lead up for this year. We've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 15 videos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five of those
no 6 because China's 2 are entrance videos, right?
are correct. Yeah, so 6 of those are entrance videos. There's a cover reveal, behind the scenes, whereas like last year it was a lot more than that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows?
I mean, honestly, I know that they're never gonna do this, but like, I like the game the way it is. They
Yeah,
just
it's
need
fine.
to add stuff.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you just have like a straight up WWE 2K? I mean, I know it's because of money. I get that, but like, you just continually add stuff. You know,
have
to
one
it.
version of the
Have
game
one
and
version,
just continually
yeah.
update with new stuff throughout.
But I mean, I get it. Like, they're not Grand Theft Auto where people are just spending money hand over fist for those shark cards and stuff. So, anyways, Nemo says the only reason we're getting it this year is she gets to do my career mode this time. There you go. I'm gonna do my career with Roynel Sanma.
Good idea.
Yeah, man.
Roynel Sanma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
GM mode, not in the game. Although Xavier Woods said give him a few more months. Let's see what we can do about it.
Well, and then the speculation for that was just they're gonna do a mobile game.
Yeah.
You know, which is fine. D Minor says, Steve, are you getting better in 2K20? I think I'm getting worse in 2K20. Like, I learn stuff and then like
You forget it. You learn stuff, and you only have so much room to learn and remember stuff. So you got to unlearn other stuff.
I only have like 13 megabytes in my head
Yeah.
available for that.
Mr. Ali B says if EA does it with FIFA, the 2K, then 2K would do it with WWE. That's the problem is FIFA makes a ton of money for EA. I'm not sure WWE 2K20 is a massive seller for 2K games.
FIFA sells massive, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's usually one of the most game with the highest sales.
Let's see here. FIFA 19. So this is an interesting article. Let's see here. The FIFA franchise overall totals to, this is from probably a year ago, 260 million copies sold.
That's a lot. Zach Stolpo wants us to power rank non-cola sodas.
And then, okay, so each version of 2K these days
Sells in the hundreds of thousands.
sells like 2K18 sold 400,000. Oh, first week. So they sell around 500,000 per game, seemingly.
So about a fifth of what the FIFA games sell. Way more than that.
Well, depending on when. I mean, it's 260 million, so I don't know what the math is, dude, because like that encompasses the entire FIFA franchise.
Yeah.
I don't know how far back that goes.
Power rank non-cola sodas. Number one is orange soda.
Non-cola sodas.
Heck yeah, man. Or root beer.
I'm a huge fan of orange soda. Yeah, I haven't had any in a while. Yeah, it's either root beer or it's orange. I tried having grape soda not long ago, and oh my god, I can't drink that.
I used to have a lot when I was a kid.
Me
I used to
too.
love it.
Yeah, but try drinking it now. It's like, wow.
Ali B says, ginger beer. Yeah, Nemo's got a good point. Ginger beer is really good, especially it's got a little spice.
7
to it.
Up is good because it's really mellow. 7 Up is super mellow. Mountain Dew, you can't. Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper is way too much.
Too much.
Yeah, I can't deal with that
I
stuff.
don't even drink it. Does iced tea count?
No, it's
okay.
definitely not a soda.
I don't drink soda anymore. Last time I had some soda was like a Sierra Mist or something. I felt like I was tasting like
Chemical.
It just tasted disgusting.
Yeah.
What about Lipton Brisk iced tea and the stuff they put a bunch of sugar into? They have in soda cans.
Baby.
That used to be my jam.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, I got so tired.
Mr. Abigail says the latest video is set to private. Which video is set to private?
Is that our stream today?
Guillaume says, I'm doing a my career mode with my new character, Ed Edwards.
What we streamed, we just streamed. If that what they mean? Yeah, it's set to private till it's finished processing. I'll make sure the stream didn't cut out. Because
we got to make sure. Yeah, because
there was this thing, it said when we were streaming it that it stopped. So I'll make sure it's fine before making it public. Zach Stolpa, unpopular opinion: cream soda is better than root beer.
Well, that's cool, man.
That's like your opinion, man.
Yeah, I mean, everybody tastes are their own. Jonathan says, have you guys made a cyberpunk
You did.
name
Yours
yet?
was pineapple
Sleep.
I did. I didn't post it because I didn't care, but it was olive meatloaf.
Olive meatloaf.
Yeah, can't stand olives.
Oh, you like meatloaf?
I like meatloaf.
That's good. See, just post it. What are you mad at?
Why?
Why not? It shows you have a little bit of fun. It connects you with an audience. You know, it's part of our job is community building.
Yeah, people tell
So you put stupid shit out there.
People tweet at me and I respond, but
you put stupid shit out there, and they're like, "Oh, look."
It's a waste of time.
It's not a waste of time. It's literally part of our job is engaging.
I do, and people. I do engage people.
Right. Sometimes you should be proactive with that, though. Like you literally came up with it. You came up with it,
Yeah,
and
so
you didn't even bother to type it and put it out there.
It wasn't that interesting.
Oh my goodness. You get your cyberpunk name. It's the stupidest thing, but again, 90% of Twitter is stupid. You get it by you put one thing that you don't like, and then the next thing is something you do like. You put them together, and that's your cyberpunk name. Guillaume says my Mania match will be Ed Edwards versus Dexter Loomis. Dead body on a pole match.
Wow, that's grim.
Mr.
Ollie B asks, is Red Bull soda?
Oh, I like that. Raindrop fisticuffs. So she doesn't like raindrops. She likes
fisticuffs.
The fisticuffs.
Maybe my name should be Wind Meatloaf.
Wind Meatloaf. That's good. Yeah. That's good. Just fucking write it down and put it on Twitter.
I don't know.
People will be like,
don't fucking tell me what to do.
Wow,
How
look at. How about I do fucking tell you what to do? Gee whiz. Zach Stolba says energy drinks are awful. They literally are concentrated. Yeah, they're terrible. I feel so bad every time I have a Red Bull. It's so nasty.
It gives me wings, man.
No, it doesn't. D Miner says I'm gonna have to put a mercy rule when we play 2K20.
Oh, Del Taco sounds good. I had a chicken sandwich.
Wow, Enforcer doesn't like mayo. Interesting. Mayo Del Taco. That's a great name.
That is a good name.
That's a really good one.
Let's get me some coffee here in a little bit.
Yeah. Ugh.
No, I'll go get it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to walk for it.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're gonna have to walk for it.
I need something else in my tummy. That chicken sandwich was good and all, it just wasn't enough. I had leg day yesterday.
Where are you gonna get there?
Well, I might go the other. Oh wait, today's Tuesday. No, they're open the other place down the other way.
Oh yeah, the place doesn't impress me at all. None of that place.
Yeah. Oh, mayo's totally fine by itself. I love me mayo and the right stuff. I like mayo on my chicken sandwich.
I love me some mayo, man. I think it's great. Yeah, Stevie Bradley says, you guys down with cold brew coffee?
Yeah.
Not me. I'm good.
Well, here's the thing, because cold brew is fine, but the problem is whenever you get any sort of iced coffee beverage, you're paying for ice. It's not a good value proposition. That's why at Starbucks they have the nitro cold brew. They don't put ice in there. Mm-hmm. It's just all coffee. Mm-hmm. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Although it is more expensive than like just getting a regular cup of coffee.
Yeah.
So the value proposition is not that great, but at least you're getting a cup of coffee rather than a cup that's 50% ice.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I don't mind it. Cold coffee.
Rebecca says she can only do cold coffee. That's interesting. I'm very much looking forward to. Good night, Sienna. I am very much looking forward to cold weather again, man. I'm over this hot stuff. I want it to be when we leave here at like 4 or whatever. I want it to be cold. I want it to be dark already.
Well, I don't want that.
I want Alaska. That's what I want.
I'd be cool if it was like in the low 70s when I came into work and when I left.
You ever seen a comparison of how fucking big Alaska is to the rest of the United States?
Yeah, I saw the thing that was on.
Fucking huge.
Yeah, so it's the largest state in the union, man.
It's a fucking mind blower, man. But there's nothing going on out there.
Well, that's not true. There's a lot of moose. There's a lot of wilderness stuff in the tundra. It's not a whole lot of people.
Like per mile, there's really not a lot going on out there. Like,
Well, in
how
terms of
huge it
people,
is,
yeah.
If you look at, I know.
I'm sure it's dense with wildlife.
Awesome. I want to go move there.
All right, have at it.
You want to go with me?
I'm not interested.
Really?
They got giant mosquitoes up there. They're like birds.
That's true.
They're pretty
You're
large,
thinking
yeah.
of like Australia.
No, in in Alaska, they have large mosquitoes. They're like that big.
Yeah.
In South Dakota, I've been, and there's mosquitoes that big.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, no.
They have like giant sacks of blood in them.
No, well, no. It's just all malaria.
You know, my dad got dengue.
I know.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
They have giant. It's kind of cool because the design aspect is really neat. When I went to Singapore, they have giant hazard signs. You remember? Because you saw that movie, the Aliens one with like the South African guy, I think.
Oh, the District 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you remember like the design aesthetic of like their warning signs for stay out of here because there's aliens?
Yeah.
It was very similar to that.
Interesting.
It's like, but instead of alien heads, it's like giant mosquitoes. And it's like, be wary of dengue fever because it's going to fuck you up or whatever.
Yeah, sure enough.
Yeah, because it's like super humid there. Like it's I have never experienced that level of humidity it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You just go and it's just like thick air.
Yeah.
Super thick. Like Florida's nothing compared to that.
Something else. I couldn't stand the humidity.
Holy
in Orlando.
moly. You're just always sweating for like no reason. Nemo says, I hate being cold. Chilly fisticuffs. There you go.
Mr. Ollie B says internet is slow in Canada to the point where there's still successful blockbuster franchises because no one can use Netflix.
That is interesting. Oh, I can't move there then. I need Internet.
I mean, imagine if you couldn't use this, Steve. Your life would be miserable.
Be terrible.
If you go out and talk to people in person, you'd probably go out and find a moose and strike up a conversation with Moose.
That sounds lovely. Not Moose the wrestler. He seems like he's a dickhead these days on Twitter.
Yeah, what's he going on about?
I don't know, man.
Wow, that's an interesting question from Stevie Bradley. What's the best named contagious disease?
Let's find out. We can answer this question. Ebola ring. That's got a good list of. Okay, so here's a list of communicable disease.
Influenza. Like it sounds like it's a nice sounding word.
Oh no, yeah.
It's a horrible thing, but the word influenza, it rolls off the tongue nicely.
No word has captured the imagination more than rabies.
That's too harsh sounding.
It's rabies.
It's so harsh.
It's very effective though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nobody wants rabies.
D Minor says influenza sounds like soup. Influenza doesn't sound that bad.
Well, that's bad. That's not good though. Zika. Zika's a great name. Zika sounds like it could be a wrestler.
Oh, Tommy Cat says botulism.
That's a good one.
That one
That's
sounds,
a really
that sounds like
good
something
one.
that will kill you.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But for instance, like, what's the nicest? Well, I guess what's this question? The best?
Hantavirus is good too. Hantavirus sounds
what's
great.
the best named contagious disease?
It's
Okay,
like,
well, I guess
my virus has ghosts in it. It's Hantavirus.
Oh God.
Wait, what are you gonna say?
What the exact nature of the questions? Like, he just said, what's the best named contagious disease? Because I guess it depends your criteria for best.
Yeah, what's the
most accurately named? What's the most pleasant sounding?
Well,
name?
the most accurately named is sexually transmitted disease.
Yeah,
it's a disease you got through
well,
smash.
that's a class of diseases.
Yeah.
The diseases themselves are the actual name.
What's the most literal? West Nile virus. It's a virus you got from the West Nile.
Yeah, well, I guess so.
Oh, entovirus, the flu. I mean, the flu just said that's like the past tense of what a bird does.
Yeah, but the flu is abbreviation for influenza.
No, I get it.
Which is actually a lovely sounding word.
Influenza.
Yeah, it rolls off the tongue nicely.
It does sound poetic.
It does.
I'll give you that. Oh, my darling influenza.
Yeah, I know.
It's like Apollonia.
I know. How I yearn for the...
How I yearn for the influenza.
Okay, Steve Bradley says name correctly like you hear it, and you go, damn, that's going to suck to have.
Rabies. Oh, he's got rabies? Man, if somebody said Larson has rabies, I would think that you're like locked up in a cage, naked, scratching at yourself.
Lockjaw. That sounds awful.
Oh, that sounds terrible. That's
Tetanus.
a good one.
Tetanus.
Yeah. Tetanus. That's a bad one.
Then walk into explosive diarrhea.
That's more of a condition than an actual disease, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
AIDS is a bit deceptive, isn't it?
Botulism, and that sounds like you're done for if you get botulism.
Botulism is like, what did you do? Time travel? Did you go back to the fucking medieval days and get botulism?
And now people get that shit injected in their face.
Well, now it's plague. I mean, plague, bubonic plague. Just
yeah.
Even when I was a kid and I learned about it, I was like, oh my god, that sounds horrible.
Well, yeah, like just in terms of the syllables of it and the harshness of it sounds bad. Yeah.
Like they had plague doctors. That's terrible.
Ooh, leprosy. That sounds horrible.
Well, just because we know what it is.
But that's the case with all of them.
No. If you didn't know what leprosy was, it'd be like, oh, cool, you get to be a leper.
No.
Leopard.
Well, that's not the right.
That's the thing. If I don't know what a leper is. Have you ever done a Google image search on leprosy?
Yeah.
Really?
Wait, have I? No, I haven't, I guess.
Well, let's do that now.
Oh, God. We just ate, too.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Piece of your body just start falling off.
Oh, man. Look at this drawing of a guy with leprosy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I've seen it in movies before.
I just ate, too. Ugh. That's so nasty.
I'm convinced you want to make yourself vomit on air at some point.
Ugh. Sergio C says, Larson locked up with rabies sounds like a perfect drawing for tomorrow's chat trivia winning. Like foam at your mouth and stuff. Rebecca says there's at least one leper colony in Louisiana.
Oh, really?
That can't be true.
That's interesting.
Let's see here. Leper colony. Where is it? Louisiana?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, it autofilled for me. Leprosy in Louisiana. Oh god, her face. There's somebody's face. That's a man. Oh, looks like a pillow. Oh, so gross. Oh my god.
Was it active or not?
Looks like
That's
he's
the
been
question. What's this
barbecued.
21st century?
21st century. As of 2001, there were 15 total leprosy or Hansen's disease cases reported in Louisiana. 13 of those reported cases were endemic. These 13 endemic cases came from 13 different parishes in Louisiana. Most of these concentrated life at Carville. Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Carville, huh? Is that what it's called? Ugh. Is there a treatment for leprosy? Can I prevent
don't know. I think you can prevent it by not being exposed to it.
Ugh. By not traveling back in time. The Louisiana Leper Home, an institution to quarantine lepers living in Louisiana, was opened in 1894. I wonder if it's still open. By 1896, there were 31 patients there. Do they just like multiply or something? Like his arm fall off and it creates a new person?
No.
Do they smash and then like create new leper babies?
No, I think it's a communicable disease, so I don't know how.
So new people show up.
Maybe.
I was just thinking, like, if they're all there, they put all the lepers in one area.
Rebecca says it's attached to a prison, and the prisoners volunteer at the colony.
Oh.
I'd assume they'd have to take precautions so as not to catch leprosy themselves.
That's all this talk of leprosy is making me itchy. Arm falls off.
Yeah. Denton says hand, foot, and mouth disease. Sounds bad.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, botulism. The disease that causes wrestlers to mess up moves.
I saw that too.
Botulism.
Zach Stolba says athlete's foot is such a deceptive disease name. I don't really call it disease. That's just more like a condition.
Well, no, I feel them though, because it's like, oh man, I've got athlete's feet. I'm so fast. No, man, you're just fungal.
You got ringworm on your feet, man. Oh, mad cow disease. You ever seen an angry cow? No. They just all stand there chewing their cud.
Although they did gather around me one time. It was weird. When I was in the Highlands in Scotland.
Yeah.
We were in this area.
This ain't fresh meat.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It was weird.
They're all
I think I
mad
might
cows.
have video of it somewhere. I was like walking. I was taking like a nice little walk, and like a bunch of cows gathered sort of near me. I was like, "What do you guys want?"
D Minor was asking, should manslaughter be a worse crime than murder? And he says, but manslaughter sounds worse than murder. It should be worse.
Yeah, that's totally true. Manslaughter
is literally describing what you're doing. However, the definition of manslaughter versus murder makes murder worse.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, that always trips me out. It's shocking, like the number of people on Unsolved Mysteries, because they do all sorts of updates on the Pluto TV version. Like, how many people are like, oh yeah, the guy who killed this lady was totally found and convicted. He has done his time and has been released. I'm like, for murder? Really? It's like the varying punishments.
Well, I mean, I think based on the degrees of murder, because he got first degree, which is absolutely completely premeditated and planned. You're looking at probably life in the big house.
I don't know, man. A lot of these
but then
people
there's
get
good
one.
I know, and then
They're like, they do 7 years.
I know, it's weird. They get paroled. I know.
There was one guy who, God, he like killed his wife, went to prison, broke out. He was very cunning. Broke out, and then the update was he was found, came back, did his time, was released. I'm like, not only
You should get more time out if you're
did he
breaking that
murder somebody,
prison, man.
but then he escaped.
It's more time added, man. It should be.
I wonder if so. Here's the thing. So, and then we'll go. So he escaped. He was like 3 years in the pokey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those 3 years, he was a model prisoner. But the entire time, he was a model prisoner only
his escape.
to facilitate his eventual escape.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you then go back and say those 3 years do not count for good behavior?
No, they shouldn't. And I would think escaping from prison, that's additional sentencing.
I would think so. But even with all that, he was released. I would think that they would go back and say, that's bad behavior. You get 3 years of bad behavior.
Yeah, our criminal justice system's so messed up.
It's fucked.
It's so messed up.
But I don't know. I don't know if any place on the planet has like a really good one.
Yeah, no.
I think everything's fucked up, man. You just got to try to live your life best you can. This fucking world's messed up, man.
That it is.
Anyways, that's on that note. We'll take off now. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. The world's fucked up, everybody.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.